What's up, YouTube? Cool45 here today. I wanted this deck profile for the longest time ever and everything. So deck profile is over. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. I've been testing out this deck before I decided to give you guys this deck profile. It's a pure Blue Eyes build. It's a 53 card deck. The question is, does it run fast? It actually runs really fast for being a 15 card deck and everything. And you guys will see with the combos and everything. Let me turn off the light. There we go. So yeah, it's gonna run very, very, very fast at least. So let's get going and let's give you guys the deck profile. Of course, you want to run your 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes White Dragon is your main go-to card of the deck. Wow, that glare. And of course, I'm using my gold art, my golden original art, Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, those are your main boys of your deck. And we run 3 copies of course, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. They are, of course, the blue ultra rares, so I paid for them. I got them, of course, I got most of them from the boxes, and then I think I paid for the last one, so yeah. But anyways, you reveal Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, so summon this card from your hand. And then, from there, you can destroy one of your opponent's monsters, and then, if you do, you can attack during that turn. So let me turn on the light, and there you go. Turn off the light. Let's see if I can guys do. Yeah, I bet it's kind of noisy and everything, so there we go. Hopefully that works a little bit more better for you guys. I'm running 2 copies of Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon is a very good card for the deck. It helps you speed up the deck very fast and everything like that. Because when he's special summon, you can add a polymerization or a ritual spell from your deck to your hand. And during the end phase, you could add 1 level 8 higher dragon monster from your deck to your hand. You banish this card to your graveyard. All dragon level 8 higher dragon monsters getting 1,000 attack. Without effect like that effect, you have to have a Blue Eyes at least in your graveyard or anything, but most likely you can have Blue Eyes. I want 1 Blue Eyes Castmax Dragon in this deck as well. Most people run like more like Castmax deck. I've run 1 copy of Castmax is because it cannot be your opponent cannot target this card with effects. And again, when this card attacks a defense position monster, also it cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. But otherwise, defense position monster is double, so that's the only reason why. And now we're 1 Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon as well for this deck. Chaos Dragon, it does have its own benefits being in the deck. Chaos Dragon, if you ritual summon using Blue Eyes, you are basically throwing in the towel and attacking your monster in your opponent's monster in defense mode. So yeah, because when you attack your opponent's monster in defense mode, you do piercing damage and attack mode. You can change it to attack and defense, and they still do pierce damage if you change it from attack to defense mode. And of course, Konami's letting you double sleeve now. I do have double sleeves, like seriously, it is double sleeve. It's just Dragon Shield sleeve with like a USI sleeve. But anyways, so yeah, Chaos Dragon as well. As well for the other dragon, Blue Eyes kind of support, I run 1 Dragon Spirit White and 1 Blue Eyes Solid Dragon. These 2 do have some benefits being in the deck. It's just not as much right now for me, at least for my pure Blue Eyes build. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon will banish a spell trap card on the field if you want to special summon. Usually you special summon this. You special summon a Blue Eyes really, really quickly in this deck, and so yeah. And then Solid Dragon, when this card's also special summon, you can target 1 monster on your opponent's field, and the effects are negated. And then if your opponent has a monster, you send this card back to your deck and special summon a Blue Eyes Dragon from your deck. So yeah, I think Blue Eyes monster technically or Blue Eyes Dragon. Blue Eyes Dragon, it says in general. So that's the reason why you have to read the cards and make sure you know what they do. Of course, we run 3 copies of Whitestone Agents. Whoa, that's not Agents. Where's Agents? Where's my other copy of Agents? I thought I had it. Agents. Just a second. Let me go through my deck to see if I can find Agents. I cannot find Agents, but so far I'm running 2 copies of the so I'm supposed to be running 3. For some reason why I lost 1. Just a second, guys. Be right back. Okay, I found my Agents. It was in a different person's deck list because his deck is that double sleeve like mine. So thank God for that reason. So yeah, I found my 3rd copy of White Sword Agents. I was like, wondering where it was. But anyways, this card, when it's perturbed during an end phase, is when this card's sent to the graveyard, you, what's just zoom out? You could as well as special summon a Blue Eyes card from your deck to hand, field. Basically a Blue Eyes card. And then when this card is in graveyard, you target one Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So, yeah. Number one, Wasteland Legend. Wasteland Legend, when this card is in the when set to the graveyard, you can add a Blue Eyes for Dragon. If it says Blue Eyes monster like this one does, I'll run more copies of that card. But since only this is a Blue Eyes White Dragon, I'm not running more copies of that card. So yeah. Okay, for the Sages, I'm running 2 Sages Eyes of Blue. Actually, one thing is, if a lot of people runs 3, this card I don't need it as much in this deck, but you still run it. So I run 2 copies of it. Sage Eyes of Blue is one of this card's over, so you could add one like tuna monster from your deck to your hand. That's a Sage Eyes of Blue, of course. You can discard this card for a target one effect monster you control. Send it to the graveyard, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your deck So yeah, I run 2 copies of Main Eyes of Blue. Main Eyes of Blue, where she's targeted for attack or by card effect. You can of course by attack you can negate attack as you change your position, but when or targeted by a card effect or anything like that, you can special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Either Pearl's turn, of course. So yeah. And then of course, during any player's turn, when this card where the card or effect is activated that targets this face-up card, you special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your hand or deck or graveyard. You can activate effect once per turn and only once that turn. So basically saying if I had her in my starting hand and then I had Sage Eyes Blue, I usually play her then Sage Eyes Blue's effect, so I can do both effects at the same time. So basically, I use her effect to bring out Blue Eyes Dragon. Use his effect usually to bring out Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, so I can do more combos. So yeah, I play of course 2 copies of Protected Eyes of Blue, Priestess Eyes of Blue. Priestess Eyes of Blue is a really good card. When a card or effect over the activation that targets this card, quick effect, you send one effect monster you control to the graveyard. If you do, and up to 2 Blue Eyes monsters with different names into your from your deck to your hand. And shuffle your deck. You special summon. If you do, special summon this card. Wait, what? So man, let me read this card carefully so I could. You can target one Blue Eyes monster you control to shuffle it to your deck. If you do, special summon this card. Oh, that's his other effect. So yeah. So that's her other effect. My bad. Sorry, guys. I don't use her as much. I only use her when I target her effect to add Blue Eyes cards from my deck to my hand. Master Eyes of Blue. I run 2 copies of it. Where this card's oversold, you can target what level. You can target what level. What light tutor monster your graveyard, add to your hand. So that gives you a Whitestone Aegis back, a Whitestone Legend, or any of of course, the Sages. If you want to, like, you Sage Eyes of Blue, your Main Eyes of Blue, your Priestess Eyes of Blue, and your Master like, I don't. You can target this one. Then you target what effect monster you control. Set it to the graveyard. If you do, special summon one Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard out of the card that was sent. So, yep. And of course, I run 2 copies of Protected Eyes of Blue. Protected Eyes of Blue will give you additional normal summon. You can normal summon when this card's also you special summon one level 2 light tuna monster from your hand. Is from your hand. Then you target one effect monster you control, set it to the graveyard. If you do, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand. So yeah. So that's it for my monsters. Like I said, it's pure. I do not run hand traps for this deck because I'm a casual player now. My friend and I are playing casual now. We just decided to play casual because it's easier and it's cheaper that way. So yeah. I run Monster Reborn because why not? It's Monster Reborn. For the Blue Eyes Spore, of course, I run Blue Eyes Berkshire Destruction because why not? It's a Blue Eyes deck. Why not? Run it. I do run Neutral Blast actually because Neutral Blast is actually a very good card. It can OTK your opponent. If your opponent doesn't have monsters, if you got Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I do run Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to this deck. But anyways, if you do you can OTK your opponent really quickly with this card. I should run a Blue Eyes Shiny Dragon since it's pure Blue Eyes, but I didn't want to buy it. I play 1 for 1 as well because you do run a lot of level 1s and it will get your deck going and everything. So for the 3s off, I have read a 3 Big Go Bishigo Yugioh is a very freaking good card. You could actually search your deck for 3 basic blue eyes cards. One of them has to be at least spell, the other one has to be a monster, and then the other one can be any spell, trap, monster, whatever. So whatever you want to add for a blue eyes card, it's a very good card. The opponent chooses one out of those 3. So yeah. 3 copies are traded as well. Traded, you can set one level, discard one level 8 monster you control. Discard one level 8, basically from your hand, and draw 2 cards. In this deck, you could pay it. In this deck, it doesn't matter. You can pay it off. 2 copies of cards and constitutes. You can discard 1 dragon 2 to monster with 1,000 less attack and draw 2 cards. Like I said, this deck searches and it draws. So for a 53 card deck, you could do really, really good amount of cards. 2 copies of the Melody Awakened Dragon. I was thinking about running up to 3, but 2 right now runs pretty well with this deck because of all the other stuff that's it's in this deck. This card will help you out too. Usually, what this card is here for, if I play it, I always search for Blue Eyes White Dragon, and of course, Blue Eyes I turn White Dragon. Just in Blue Eyes I turn White Dragon, I had a very bad start. And of course, 2 Dragon Shards. This card helps out the deck very freaking well as well. I thought running at 1 is good. No, running at 2 is better for this deck. Actually, for me, as a casual player, actually 2 makes this deck run a lot more smoothly and everything like that. No, I'm not done with my spells. I'm just moving them out of the way. As well, I write 2 copies of Silver Scry. Like I said, you could actually get rid of Blue Eyes if you need to for traded, and then you could activate River Scry to special summon it. As well, you do have Monster Reborn, so really, this deck is fine. You can do shit. So, yeah, you can do stuff. 2 copies of Chaos Forms. Since we all play 2 Ritual Monsters in this deck, I thought I'd run 2 at least Chaos Forms. I did not run the Ritual Spell card, whatever it's called, because I do not want to run it. And then, of course, for the polymerizations, I'm only running 2 of them. Because usually, most times, I don't fusion summon. I more like single summon a lot. But in my etcher deck, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fusion monsters. And how can you bring out all 7 of those with only 2 polymerizations? You will see soon. So, yeah. You could still do it. You can still bring them all out. I have 3 copies of Ultimate Creature Destruction. They are blue, ultra blues, so you guys can tell. So let me get the focus on it. So they are ultra blues. So yep. But otherwise, what you talk about blue as monster you control. For this turn, that face-up monster is not affected by card effects, except by your own, and you cannot be also can't be destroyed by opponent. Also, opponent's monster battles this card. And then you can destroy opponent's monster that battles this card and damage calculation. While this card's in your graveyard, and if you don't summon a special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can set this card face down, but you bash it when you play it. So yeah. And then of course for at least a little tech card in this deck, I've been using it. 3 copies of Jar of Avarice. This is where I can actually fusion summon all 7 of my fusion monsters because of this. Because since I'm already 3, I have at least, like, if you run 1, of course I play both of them already. You play 1 of them, that's at least 4 polymerizations in your deck. So yeah, as you shuffle 5 cards and you could choose your 2 polymerizations. Now for the etching deck, I am running 1 copy of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon does have some benefits, and of course it's pure Blue Eyes build, so why not? So yeah, 1 copy of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's a very good card actually for the deck. It's still of course, and the starting damage step if this card, only card face up monster on the field. That's right. I want to make sure. Okay, if this card is only face-up card you control as a fusion summon, it can card attacks. You can send 1 Blue Eyes fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card can attack again. You do up to twice per turn, so you can do it twice per turn. So you can see this focus. There we go. You can during your player's turn, when this card is or effect is activated that targets a Blue Eyes monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard. They get activation if you do destroy it. So yeah, it has some benefits being in the deck and everything. So yeah, 2 copies, of course, of Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. Alternative Ultimate Dragon If you use a Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon, you can destroy 3 cards on the field. So yeah, that's basically what it does. I don't think it can do anything outside basically that. Yeah, you probably kill that target or destroy this card with card effects once per turn. You target one parts monster. If this card was future step by using the original name of Blue's alternative White Dragon as materials, you can target up to 3 cards your opponent controls. Instead, this card can attack when it activates effect. So that's what I'm saying. Still a good card. So that's 4. What's the other 3? I read 3 copies of Twin Burst Dragon. Yes, Twin Burst Dragon, you don't need a pulverization for. So basically, this deck you still could use as a fun casual deck. Like I said, plus as Twin Burst Dragon, you could just fusion summon by sending 2 blue Ultra Dragons for your field to the graveyard because that's basically its own instant fusion. This must be fusion summon or special summon by sending above cards as a fusion material to the set to the graveyard. The card should be destroyed. This card can make up 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. So only on monsters. It cannot attack your opponent directly. So you know. At the end of the damage step, if one of this card attacks your opponent's monster and it's not destroyed by battle, it's banished instead. So since I'm playing just a Blue Eyes, I decided to play 3 copies of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon for my synchros. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon does not do anything in this deck. Let's be honest. It does not do anything in this deck. It's just there to have fun because it's a Blue Eyes monster, and I just feel like just saying, hey, I have them. So yeah. 3 copies of Zero Eyes of Silver Dragon. Zero Eyes Silver Dragon is a very good card as well. Zero Eyes Silver Dragon was actually treated this card special Zero Eyes Silver Dragon, so it has some benefits. But Zero Eyes Silver Dragon will save your dragons. Will be destroyed by battle by card effect by special summon. And then I Claw Castle just in case. So yeah. So that is my Blue Eyes deck profile. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you guys do, make sure you guys smash that like button, of course, subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next deck profile. So yeah, see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.